Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're here in the wonderful land known as the Greater Toronto Area, and today I wanted to share with you guys a few simple breakfast recipes. They're all pretty easy to make at home, they're all vegan. Starting off with cinnamon chia French toast. So for this recipe, all you'll need is ground chia seeds, dairy-free milk, bread, and cinnamon. Take 1 cup of your dairy-free milk, here I'm using unsweetened vanilla oat milk, and put it into a bowl along with 1 tablespoon of your ground chia seeds. Then add a teaspoon or 2 of cinnamon, depending on how cinnamony you want it. Grab a pan and turn on the heat. I use some vegan margarine to grease the pan, but you can use oil, or if you have a non-stick pan, you might not need anything. Then grab your mixture and dip the bread in. Try not to let it soak. If the bread gets too wet, it's not going to cook properly, so just dip it in on the surface. Before putting it into the pan, let the excess drip back into the bowl. I topped them with blueberries, a hint of pure maple syrup, and some lemon juice. I like this recipe because it's pretty easy to make compared to like other vegan French toast recipes I've seen out there, like with tons of ingredients. This one's literally just 3 outside of the spices, and the portions really don't matter. Like you can kind of just eyeball it and it'll turn out the same either way, and it tastes pretty good. Next up we have maple peanut granola, or just literally basic granola. For this recipe you'll need pure maple syrup, vanilla extract, peanut butter, oats, and 4 different nuts/toppings. I used walnuts, coconut flakes, pumpkin seeds, and almonds, but some other things that can work well in this recipe is different cereals, pecans, sunflower seeds, macadamia nuts, or really any nut or seed. So first, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then grab a mixing bowl and put half a cup of maple syrup and peanut butter in the bowl. Add a teaspoon of vanilla extract and mix until well combined. Any nut or seed butter would work. I've done it with almond butter and tahini successfully. It just gives you a different flavor. Then add 2 cups of oats and a combined 2 cups of nuts or toppings. Since I'm using 4 different things here, I did half a cup of each, which I pre-measured. And then just mix it all up. Pour out your mixture onto a parchment-lined baking sheet, making sure it's all spread out. Then put it in the oven on the bottom rack and set a timer for 10 minutes. After the 10 minutes, take it out and mix it up. This is so it all gets evenly cooked, but the more you mix here, the less clusters you'll get, so only mix it a little bit. Put it back in the oven for 10 more minutes. Make sure you keep your eye on it while it's cooking, because I've burnt this recipe a couple times. It may need to come out before 10 minutes depending on your oven. You can optionally add some chocolate chips or dried fruit at this point before transferring it to your jar. You can enjoy this like a cereal with some fruit and non-dairy milk like I did, or with some yogurt, or however else you can imagine granola being eaten. The third and final recipe is chocolate chia pudding. For this one you'll need whole chia seeds, any non-dairy milk, cocoa powder, vanilla extract, and optionally some food-safe essential oils. I forgot to put out agave nectar, you're going to need that too. Sift half a cup of cocoa powder into a bowl. Add 3 tablespoons of agave nectar. Maple syrup would also work here. Then also add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix them until well combined. Measure out 2 cups of non-dairy milk. Then mix some of the milk into the chocolate mixture to thin it out before adding the chocolate mixture into the rest of the milk. Pour half a cup of chia seeds into a jar before pouring your chocolate mixture into the same jar and shaking it all up. At this point you can add 1 drop of food-safe orange oil to give the whole thing a chocolate orange flavor. I've also done lime with vanilla chia pudding, that works really well. Then put the whole thing in the fridge. I'd recommend you stir it every couple hours until it sets, but if you stir it at least once in the first couple hours, it should set properly overnight. Once it's all set, you can put it into a bowl or a smaller jar to go with some fruit, some nuts, or even some of your homemade granola, and dig in. And that's it.
That's a shot.
This is a nice shot.